If you are interested in my build, you can find that in the outro if I have a video for it. If not, you can always find it early on patreon.com/widdz. Hope you enjoy. Behind you, behind you, behind you, behind you. Medkit you. He's dead. Can't have everyone at distance.
No, I was disrupted.
So dudes, so yesterday I finally got the skull gloves which I needed for my sniper headshot build, which rely on base damage instead of crit damage. So yeah, I actually got these gloves from Muted, so I finally got skill laced and all that. But yeah, let's go through the build. So it's a bolt action sniper build which rely on base damage and headshot damage. I don't need to crit with this build. Most of the time I can one-shot most people. Obviously it depends on how much stam they have, but this is the strongest headshot build you can do at the moment. I've been super lucky with my hunting M44. You can see 170 headshot damage. I think I'm 2% off. The base damage, however, is 7. Not 7,000, it's 7 from max. So basically max base damage on it. And I got prepared, which I can roll to whatever I like. And brutal competent, which is the god roll for headshot sniping, right? Which doesn't depend on crits. So I have a 12 zoom scope with headshot damage, crit chance, crit damage, trifecta. And headshot damage, crit chance, crit damage on the muzzle. Classic would be better. I think I would gain, if I would get a classic god roll, which I mean the odds for that is just so low, I would have maybe 3,000 or 4,000 more base damage in total. But yeah, so it's full high-end exotic as you can see. The chest piece I'm using is reckless. Sometimes I use vigorous. I mean, you're gonna be pretty squishy with reckless since you're not gonna get an overheal with booster. You take 10% more damage. But if you don't have a good enough sniper, I would go reckless. If you feel like you're doing enough damage, then go vigorous. I go health and skill haste, since I think skill haste is super important. The enemy armor damage doesn't do too much, it does a little bit, but I don't think it's worth it. We have the mask. You could use tenacious, but I feel like relying on medkits just to get more damage, you can't do that in Dark Zone. I mean, if you play Last Stand, you could do that. However, I would say this build is better in Dark Zone. Means the other people are not gonna have 100% maxed gear. Skill power burn resistance. Instead of skill power, you could go enemy armor damage here. Like the skill power doesn't matter too much. You have knee pads. I have short bow knee pads. It doesn't really matter here either. Like I'm not gonna toss too many nades anyway. Go health as well. The enemy armor damage roll is just too little. And the health roll is just too good. So we'll go health here. Every gear mod have firearms and skill haste. Except one which I have stam and skill haste. Just so I can unlock responsive on my shotgun. All the performance mods are first aid self heal. And here we have a specialized backpack with health, burn resistance, nothing special there. Just the usual stuff. Skull gloves, which I got from Muted, as I said. Hey. I got from Muted, the good firearms roll. Skill ace is really important here, and marksman rifle damage. The third is not as important. Getting enemy armor damage, it's great. I wouldn't go crit chance or crit damage since this build doesn't require crit. So either I would go shotgun damage for my secondary or enemy armor damage. Both are fine. But having skill ace and marksman rifle damage, it's really important. Then we have a Nimble Holster. Decent stats here and skill haste here as well. The holster is not as important either. I mean, if you want to go Bliss, you could do that as well. It's gonna take some time to stack up though, but still, even though Nimble got nerfed, it still helps you keep your HP up a lot because you are gonna do tac advance. The shotgun I'm using for this just as a secondary. It's a M870 with accurate, responsive, competent. Yeah. Weapon damage is 197k. Really too much more to shake. Headshot damage we have though in total. So headshot damage is 218. Guess I could get it a little bit higher. I think I have better weapon mods I could equip. 6.5 enemy armor damage. I'm 1% off skill laced. I think that's the chest piece I have. So you want to have 40%. Even if you have low skill power, just having your cooldown on the skills lower is just great overall. 200k HP. Pretty squishy toughness since we have reckless. If you use vigorous, you're gonna get way more obviously. Yeah, let's go through the talents. So I'm using booster shot for the weapon damage and ADR. Mainly for the weapon damage though, it's needed. And then I'm using a tactical scanner, which increase your base damage when you pulse targets. You could use like a mobile cover, but I don't think it's worth it. I mean, if you can set it up and sit on it, you're gonna gain some damage. I don't feel it's worth it though. Want to get some more weapon damage, I guess you could use tactical link. You get 30% damage buff. Play use recovery or blue. Talent wise, if you play, talents are not too important. You want to make sure you use tactical advance though. Something I did use a few times is one is none, since I have a hunting, and for the 4 you don't have any mag size, so only 5 bullets, so that's pretty annoying. So I did use one is none at times. I mean, probably something like this if I play in a group. If I play solo, probably something like this. Critical save probably. But yeah, this build is definitely best in a group. Like a one-shot sniper build like this, you're just so squishy. People look at you and you're dead. Like if you compare this one-shot build compared to a Seeker Mine build, everything here is firearms. Like sure, I have the skill is 40%, but compared to a Seeker Mine build, you would have a shit ton of skill power, and you can use vigorous, and you have 50% skill ace because you play tactician, and of course all the health rolls, which means you don't have reckless, you have vigorous. That's like 300k toughness plus the overheal. It's just crazy the survivability in a Seeker Mine one-shot build compared to this. But yeah, that's the build. Hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, take care. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do daily division videos, all from gameplay to guides, highlights, build videos. And if that's not enough, you can find me streaming daily on twitch.tv/widdz. Have a nice day.